The real origin of Christmas goes back to ancient Babylon.
Not celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ.
Is Santa more sinister than we thought?
Santa Claus could literally be symbolism for Satan, like Satan in disguise.
In a world of shadows, the truth hides. They control the narrative, but here we uncover the hidden truths. Today, we dive into the untold mysteries that they don't want you to know. From the depths of classified files to the whispers of hidden agendas, we bring you the facts. Buckle up as we expose the concealed and unravel the enigmatic. This is Null Point.
Welcome to Null Point, the show that connects the dots between the seen and the unseen, the explained and the inexplicable. I'm your host, Avery Iverson, and today we're diving into the videos that challenge what we think we know, puzzles that leave you with more questions than answers. Let's kick things off with our first clip.
The real origin of Christmas goes back to ancient Babylon. The name Nimrod is Hebrew and derives from Marad, meaning he rebelled. December 25th was the birthday of Nimrod. They celebrated this famous birthday over most of the known world for centuries before the birth of Jesus. December 25th was highly honored and recognized by Nimrod's supporters. Many centuries later, it was Christianized as being the birthday of Jesus Christ. Nimrod was the founder of a religious system that began in ancient Babylon and has always opposed God. The Bible states that Nimrod was a mighty hunter before the Lord and began to be mighty in the earth.
I just learned something shocking and it's giving me absolute goosebumps. Did you know Christmas is based on evil spirits and has nothing to do with Jesus? Its origins are so creepy. It's freaking me out, guys. It all started as a festival to worship the god of magic called Odin, a figure tied to death, fear, and even human sacrifice. Like, what the hell? This god of magic was a chubby man with a beard who on Christmas Eve would fly in the sky on an 8-legged horse. He would climb down your chimney and people would leave out milk and offerings to please him so their house wouldn't be cursed by the evil spirits. Who does this remind you of? Ho, ho, ho. Also, this god had evil spirit helpers that would watch your every move. And guess what they were called? Elves. Ugh. Oh my god. Next, people would jingle bells and sing songs through the streets at night. Do you know what's even creepier? People would even go to people's houses wearing masks to impersonate the dead. They would sing you songs, and if you didn't give them charity, they would curse your house. This is where it gets even creepier. The Christmas tree. This was the home of evil spirits. People would place dead animals as ornaments on the tree. This was seen as a blood sacrifice to these spirits to keep them happy during the winter. Like, what is going on right now? Now, this is the worst part. Today, we've all been brainwashed. Christmas has turned into this religious celebration. Santa Claus, gift giving, this is all a marketing campaign. This was from Coca-Cola and big corporations trying to pressure you into spending all your savings on their products. Sorry guys, but I'm boycotting Christmas this year. What are we really celebrating? What do you guys think?
Not celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. And if you are, you're making a mockery of it. Santa Claus has knocked Jesus out of the top spot. And the merchants who don't even believe in Jesus are busy selling you foolishness, making themselves rich and you poor for another year on the basis of a lie. And that's why they call it Xmas. Because you don't know who it is that you are worshiping. Where did you get this Christmas tree from? What does that have to do with Jesus Christ? And in all your churches, you have this big tree. Look at what Jeremiah the prophet says. It warns you not to follow the way of the heathens. For the heathens go in the forest and they cut down a tree. And they fasten it down and they deck it with silver and gold. Ain't that what you do?
Looks like Santa's swapping milk and cookies for mischief and chaos. Coincidence? Or something more sinister?
Here's a theory I've been thinking about Christmas, specifically about Santa Claus. Have you ever wondered why, There's a naughty and nice list for Santa Claus to check on kids. It seems like a way to make kids behave better, right? Let me tell you something interesting. In certain places like Northern Asia and areas near Siberia, they have a unique tradition. Instead of the usual Santa Claus, there's a different version, a bit sinister. This character is also called Santa Claus, but he's not the good one. He partners with Krampus, a winter demon. Together, they visit children to see if they've been naughty or nice. If they've been naughty, Krampus steps in to give some form of punishment. The dark twist to the Santa Claus tale goes back to the 1600s in a play called Robin Goodfellow. Robin Goodfellow, the main character, is shown as half man and half goat. Interestingly, Robin was a medieval term for the devil. Here's the interesting part. His signature laugh is ho 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 ho, which is exactly where Santa Claus got his distinctive laugh. So the whole idea of the naughty and nice list, Santa's laugh, and even the origins of Santa Claus all go back to this fascinating play from the 1600s. It's a unique journey that adds a bit of mystery to the holiday season.
What if I told you that the Church of England banned Christmas in 1647? Well, you can't spell Santa without Satan. So, is Santa Claus really Satan, the devil in disguise? Think about it. Do you really believe people just made up a story about a 350-pound man stuffing himself down your chimney? No. The World Book Encyclopedia admits that this concept originated from the Norse legend of Hertha, a so-called goddess who would appear in fireplaces to bring good luck to the home. A devilish spirit could easily pass through a chimney in a fireplace, right? And it doesn't stop there. Druid homeowners would leave treats, milk, and pastries to appease this god who came down their chimneys. Sound familiar? That's right, it's all about worship. Even today, many religions leave milk and food in front of their idols. Now let's talk about stockings, leaving them out for Santa. This tradition is eerily similar to witchcraft practices, where socks or personal items are used in spells to target the victim. Just like how, as kids, we're told to leave teeth out for the tooth fairy. It's the same trap. So, yes, Santa will leave you some great gifts in your stockings, for sure. Oh, and here's the kicker. The word Santa is a true anagram of Satan. Yet many people believe Santa Claus is based on a priest named Saint Nicholas. But guess what? That priest never even existed. The Second Vatican Council in the 1970s openly admitted it was all a fabrication. And don't forget, people used to call the devil Old Nick. They're rubbing it right in your face. Some speculate this nickname comes from German and Scandinavian words, starting with Nick, which were used for dangerous supernatural creatures. So, who's really coming down your chimney this Christmas? Follow my backup account and leave a comment for part 2 because there's more to this than meets the eye. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is just a joke for entertainment purposes.
Is Santa more sinister than we thought? The theory goes that as Christmas was supposed to be the celebration of the birth of Christ, the elites of the world with deep ties to Satan wanted to separate that belief and make the world forget about Christ. Well, you see, isn't it strange that the name Santa is actually just an anagram for Satan? And if you think about it, the color of Satan and the color of Santa is the same. If you're still not convinced, greed has been tied closely to Satan, and it just so happens that Christmas is the one time where greed is everywhere from presents to food. Another thing that was brought up was that Christmas is really one stimulus check that helps the economy carry on every year. So is it really a stretch to ask?
This is the true story of Santa Claus, aka Satan's Claus. For many years, people celebrated and enjoyed Christmas without knowing the dark history behind the holiday. First celebrated in the 4th century, people have always questioned the origin of the holiday since its birth. Curious and somewhat skeptical, people began digging for the truth, and it wasn't till long after someone discovered that by rearranging the letters in the name Santa, it spells Satan. This new discovery would only get darker as more details came to the light. The conspiracy thickened as connections were drawn between devilish contracts and the seemingly innocent exchange of gifts for good behavior. We've all probably heard before that the devil is known for making contracts, also known as a clause, giving people everything they desire in return for their soul. Oddly, just like how Santa Claus gives you everything you want on your Christmas list, in return for good behavior and cookies. These seemingly weird similarities have led to speculation that Christmas may not be as jolly as it may seem. Adding to the mystery, it is undeniable that Santa is well known for wearing the color red, suspiciously similar to Satan. Why may this be? It is believed that red symbolizes passion, power, danger, and temptation. Both Santa and Satan wearing red could signify a duality between the joyous, gift-giving figure and the darker, tempting presence. But yet, perhaps an even darker connection lies within the world of Santa's helpers. Consider this. Elves, those seemingly cheerful assistants in Santa's workshop, bear an uncanny resemblance to mythical demons. Both have been portrayed as mischievous and supernatural beings, serving powerful figures. As cameras found their way into households, a peculiar pattern emerged. For years, children had been captured in candid moments with Santa. However, the most intriguing detail was often overlooked. The terrified faces of the little ones caught in the frame as they sit on the lap of the mythical being we all know for being jolly. Were these images inadvertently exposing a truth that eluded the adult eye? Could children, in their innocence, sense something about Santa that adults remain oblivious to?
Santa Claus could literally be symbolism for Satan, like Satan in disguise. This is just a theory, but listen, and you'll understand how this all makes sense. So, if you rearrange the letters in Santa, you can spell Satan, but everyone knows that. The theory goes on to say that Santa and Satan share the same colors. They both use red when being represented. Also, we know that the devil is attached to greed. Well, what is Christmas attached to? Greed. It's all about having lots of things, like loads of gifts and toys. You want to have a lot of something, right? If you do the math, over the last 23 years, this is using the calendar theory, by the way. With 13 28-day months, Jesus' birthday would be the first day of spring, when everything comes to life. People also say that there's a theory for the trees. Pagans allegedly used to take plants and trees in their homes on the 25th December to honor and celebrate a pagan god's birthday. The theory goes on to say that the whole revamp of Christmas was to detach Christ from Christmas and make it this into a thing that just makes everyone want to buy stuff. What do you think about that?
Looks like Santa's swapping milk and cookies for mischief and chaos. Coincidence? Or something more sinister?
When you ask any Ghanaian to sing a Christmas song, the first song that is going to come to their mind is jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
You don't know.
What if I told you that song is not even a Christmas song? Like it has nothing to do with Christmas. In fact, it's a drinking song. When I say jingle bell, this is what is going to come to your mind first, right? But this is the real Jingle Bell. Now, the original name of this song, Jingle Bells, is One Horse Open Sleigh by James Pierpont back in 1857. So that's like 100 years before Ghana got independence. This song was first performed at the minstrel show. Now, if you don't know what the minstrel show is, you can Google it. You understand? This song is believed to have two origins, but there's a plaque that shows where the song comes from and then who wrote the song. When you Google Jingle Bell right now, they will tell you that it's the ball they used to hang around horses back in the day to avoid collision in the snow. It made a lot of noise so that when they are riding in the snow, they will not collide against each other. But actually, this is the real Jingle Bell. It was like a collar they used to hang around the slaves back in the day so that they could not escape.
You get it?
If you're escaping, there's this bell at the edges that will make noise for them to come and catch you. So just in case you are thinking of singing Jingle Bell this Christmas, think twice.
Why shouldn't Christians celebrate Christmas?
Did you know there are biblical reasons not to celebrate Christmas? Here's why. Christmas is not a Christian celebration, but a pagan festival that was adapted by the church to replace an ancient Roman celebration in honor of the god Saturn. December 25th was chosen because it was the birthday of the sun god, a false deity worshipped by many peoples. Christmas is not the birthday of Jesus, as the Bible does not reveal the exact date. In fact, Jesus was likely born between September and October because on the night of his birth, shepherds were in the fields with their sheep, which would not happen in winter. Christmas is a time of sin, as people indulge in consumerism, materialism, and idolatry. For this reason, Christians should not celebrate Christmas, but should instead obey God's word and worship him alone. The birth of Jesus should be remembered every day, not just on a date invented by men. What do you think about this? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to follow me and save this video so you don't lose it. God bless you.
We waking up. You know what? That's it. Fuck a Christmas. Fuck this whole goddamn raggedy ass shit. The whole motherfucking bitch.
Thanks for watching Null Point. I hope this episode left you questioning more than you thought possible. If you enjoyed the mystery, the intrigue, and the bizarre truths we uncovered today, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Trust me, you won't want to miss what we'll uncover next. Until then, stay curious and keep questioning everything.
If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Stay curious and question everything. Until next time, we'll see you at the Null Point.